Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at Jay Cho's 3600 plus rating team. It's a very spicy team. Well, it's a little spicy. It has a spicy pick. Cresselia, Alolan Muck, and Excavalier. So let's go ahead and take a look. His Cresselia is running Cycle Cut, Moonblast, and Future Sight. His Excavalier is running Counter, Aerial Ace, and Mega Horn, and then his Lone Muck is running the standard move set. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think we have 10 matches here. His current rating, as you can see here, is 3664, quite high. Gonna be paired up with 0929, whatever the name was. So very favorable matchup. Cycle Cuts are not going to do a lot of damage, so expect this Poliwrath to build up a little bit of energy or throw the charge move, which is fine. And then gonna go into Future Sight, which is gonna do a moderate, gonna KO if it did go through. But then getting Shield. Looks like his opponent's trying to wait this out or trying to catch a Future Sight, and they try to switch out, and then they go into Clefable, and they're gonna be met by a Future Sight anyways, and they're gonna switch out into Excavalier. Excavalier does resist the charms. Counter is resisted as well, but Counter does a tremendous amount of damage and able to generate energy at a pretty decent rate. Unfortunately, not able to KO with that Aerial Ace, but it's fine. Able to build up quite a bit of energy. And then let's see what's going to come back in. It's going to be Poliwrath. Unfortunately, not able to get to the charge move. I think he was waiting a little bit too long, but going to be met by this, and then going to be met by Giratina. Giratina is not going to appreciate this Moonblast. It's going to do super effective damage if it does go through, and then going to switch out into a Alolan Muck. This is a Dragon Breath variant, so going to do more damage, but not going to be able to generate energy as quickly. And there goes the Ancient Power. Hopefully no buff this time. Going to go into the Dark Pulse, and gonna take out about 60% of Giratina's health. Gonna shield. Likely just gonna be Ancient Power, and then gonna go straight into the Dark Pulse. And this game is a pretty much wrap. This, it has to expend energy to KO. So let's see if this is Ice Punch or Dynamic Punch. Ends up being an Ice Punch, not enough to KO. Probably could have stayed in and just shield? No shield. Not gonna do enough anyways, and gonna land the Moonblast. Future Sight would have worked as well, but just for the flex, gonna Moonblast and take out this Poliwrath. All right, gonna go into the next match, rocking the same team. Going up against an opponent, and gonna go Togekiss into Cresselia. This is a pretty close match, if I recall. Obviously, these Future Sights are going to do quite a bit of damage. The Charm damage is doing a lot, but this should be a pretty close match between these two. I imagine Cresselia can outbulk it. So Cresselia does win all shield scenario, including the Zero Shield, and by the most convincing fashion as well out of all the even shield scenarios, just because the charm damage does add up over time. So is going to have to shield this. Going to have to shield this Future Sight, this Ancient Power, if it wants to win Switch Advantage, which is going to be the case. And going to end off with a little bit of HP left. And then here comes Registeel. Gonna look to land this Future Sight. And then, I don't know if you stay in and get farmed. No, not gonna get farmed. Gonna switch out into Excavalier. And we're gonna see if this is gonna be a Focus Blast or a Flash Cannon. Nice shield. And gonna look to land the Mega Horn onto this Alolan Muck, which would have did a lot of damage, and likely a Dark Pulse, which is not going to KO. Excavalier, and gonna have to expend another charge move if does want to win this match. This Mega Horn is gonna deal neutral damage. It does quite a bit, but not enough to KO. And beautiful switch into Alolan Muck. Eat that Dark Pulse, and then gonna be able to farm down, and then gonna force this Registeel to expend some energy. We're gonna see if it's a Flash Cannon or a Focus Blast. Ends up being a Flash Cannon, and then gonna land this Dark Pulse. Gonna almost KO this Registeel, or gonna KO, almost KO. And then basically after 3, okay, gonna fire off the Dark Pulse just in case. Still had Excavalier in the back, but gonna win this matchup pretty convincingly. Okay, gonna go into the third game, going against 3-3-4-1 SS. Cresselia into Alolan Muck, so not a great situation right now. And gonna look to stay in. Cresselia can still put some damage onto Alolan Muck, and we're gonna see a Dark Pulse. And here comes the Moonblast. We're gonna see if this Alolan Muck decides to shield or not. It does not decide to shield. Gonna switch out into Excavalier, and let's see what comes out. A Venusaur. Okay, Venusaur. Definitely not the right answer. It's like going into a fortress, but I guess resist the. So he does a Mega Horn here. Aerial Ace, actually Mega Horn is more energy efficient, and because it's stab and Aerial Ace sucks. I'm gonna get hit by this Sludge Bomb, which does absolutely nothing. Frenzy Plant definitely would be better. So expect Frenzy Plant to come through. Frenzy Plant actually does 7 more damage with 5 less energy. And gonna farm down, and then I expect him to fire off a charge move. And gonna fire off this Aerial Ace, and we're gonna see if this Alolan Muck decides to shield. Does not decide to shield. Unfortunately, that does not KO. Must have Registeel in the back, which is what I'm guessing. Oh, no, Giratina. Whoa, okay, interesting. And then gonna switch out into Alolan Muck, and basically put it in range where the Snarls plus the Dark Pulse would KO. Trying to fish for the boost, and gonna land this Dark Pulse, which I'm assuming is gonna be shielded. And another Ancient Power likely. And unfortunately has to shield this probably. No, gonna let this go. And then the Dark Pulse is gonna almost KO or KO. Does KO, okay. And then it's pretty straightforward. Just gonna go into the another Dark Pulse and take the win. So able to win, and now we're gonna lead again Cresselia into the next opponent, going up against a very talented South American or Peruvian or Panama, Central America, I believe is where he's from. He'll let me know down in the comment section below where he's from. I'm pretty sure it's Panama. Okay, all right. Again, Cresselia wins all shield matchups. Togekiss does get to this charge move right before. Wow, okay. If the shield does come up, you're going to look to charm down, and able to charm down. Expect Excavalier, but does have to be careful of the flamethrower. Yeah. Expect the shield to come up, because this flamethrower would probably KO. Oh, okay, actually gonna go for the Ancient Power. Would still do quite a bit of damage. Now this Excavalier has quite a bit of energy, and here comes Typhlosion. Not a great situation at all right now. and gonna look to burn the shield, and then go for another one. Could let it go or shield, and then gonna go for it. Here comes another aerial ace, and gonna look like it's gonna be in range for the aerial ace, and then gonna switch out into Giratina. It's a nice switch, but I'm not sure that's gonna make much of a difference. This Alolan Muck is in a very good position, and gonna have to be strategic in this situation. I think it's gonna be fine regardless. You ideally want to leave this matchup with energy to force the Typhlosion to fire off the charge move right away, as opposed to trying to build up some energy. So gonna let another charge move come through, and here goes Dragon Claw. I'm gonna look to land this Dark Pulse, and gonna be looks like maybe 2 away. 1, 2, and not enough for the Typhlosion to faint down, and this Dark Pulse is gonna KO the Typhlosion. So able to take that match. Excavalier, so squishy. Like, it's pretty squishy in Ultra League, especially relative to some of the other Pokemon that are used, but has a very interesting moveset. Gonna go Cresselia into Venusaur. The switch out immediately from Venusaur. Gonna switch out into Alolan Muck. This puts Alolan Muck in a very positive situation. This is actually a pretty bad matchup for Venusaur. Venusaur has extremely negative matchups against all 3 of these Pokemon. So this is not going to be a good time. Maybe it has the best matchup against Alolan Muck. I don't know. Probably. Because Alolan Muck's not able to hit it with any super effective damage. And as well, only single resist the Frenzy Plant. Okay, alright. Looks like they're going to go for it. Could no shield it, but going to shield. Be careful of the switch. And then here comes a Registeel. And we're going to see if this is going to be Focus Blast or Flash Cannon. Ends up being Focus Blast. Does quite a bit of damage. Going to look to land this Mega Horn, which is going to do resisted damage, but still take out a pretty sizable chunk. And likely this is just Flash Cannon, but going to have to shield. And then look for the Farm Down, and then the immediate Aerial Ace. Or Mega Horn. In this case, Mega Horn. Probably not necessary, but going to go into Alolan Muck and then immediately fire it off. And then we still have this Venusaur in the back. This Venusaur is going to come in. Likely, if I was the Venusaur, I would try to farm down. No point in throwing the charge move. Unless you think you're going to hit by another one. Especially if after the Sludge Wave comes through. Want to strategically farm. And then does a really nice job there. But it's going to be a little bit too late. This Cresselia has a little bit too much health. A little bit too much for this Venusaur to handle. Does a decent chunk, but Cresselia is an absolute monster. And we're waiting. Maybe the only thing that can beat this team is lag. Cresselia, right? Stop showing off. Cresselia, just finish this match. All right. Probably won the match. I guess we'll see when we log back in. And then did win the match. Okay, so showing that he won the match, and then very nice job. All right, gonna go into the next match against Dustin Bordon Rio. All right, so another favorable match. A lot of people leading Venusaur. Um, and then here comes the Frenzy Plant. And then a nice switch out. Still does pretty good amount of damage. Gonna tank this Dark Pulse, which does actually quite a bit of damage. So I'm gonna expect the Aerial Ace to come, and it's not gonna KO, but does draw the shield, which is actually better. I actually don't know if the Lone Muck would have got to the charge move. So gonna appropriately farm. Very nice. And we're gonna see. Oh man, it's not good. All right, here comes the Mega Horn. Gonna threaten the Drill Run is probably what they're looking at, and that's why they switched out. Gonna let this go. Yeah, and they're gonna go into Alolan Muck. And this leaves this Venusaur in a very tricky situation. Probably in the best interest to try to catch this Dark Pulse into the Steelix, or into the Venusaur, but it's gonna be a little bit too late. No shield. Gonna just fire off this Future Sight almost right away, or a little bit afterwards. Gonna want to land another Future Sight onto the Steelix afterwards to put a little bit more pressure onto it. Actually, that might even KO. So, gonna force the Steelix to make a decision. And yeah, this is pretty much a wrap. And gonna go for the Dark Pulse. And able to KO. All right, gonna go against Team Coachella. We're gonna really see who's gonna put on the show. Okay, that was a. Oh, well, okay. Mudshot, Ancient Power? Probably. Okay, gonna switch out into Giratina. Gonna switch out into Muck. Not. Is it that bad a matchup between Golem and Cresselia? Here comes another charge move. Is it? I don't know. I'm assuming it's a Legacy Golem. Yeah, Cresselia wins pretty convincingly. Yeah, in an all even shield scenario. And then here comes the Dark Pulse. And likely you're going to see the Muck come back. Oh, it's going to come Swampert. Makes sense. And then going to go into the Future Sight. Going to dare the Swampert to shield. And then see if the Swampert decides to stay in. Shield coming out, probably? No shield. Gonna have to shield this one. And then careful on the switch. Oh, went for the Earthquake. And then here comes the Future Sight, which is not going to KO Swampert, but put it pretty low. I'm going to say no shield. And we're going to see Excavalier going to no shield this. I'm going to put this Golem in a pretty... Wow, okay. These rock throws... It's actually a rock throw Golem. I actually thought it was a Mudshot variant. Wow, these are actually doing quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, I had a Mega Horn ready. Wow, that's actually chunking away. Maybe that is a real strat. Maybe for the Articunos, probably. That's probably it. Gonna go into Okay, the Charizard matchup. So, pretty interesting matchup. I'm not exactly sure who wins. Like, I'm guessing this is partly bait dependent. Does land the Blast Burn, which actually can do quite a bit of damage. And gonna look to land. Okay, here comes Licky Licky. Body Slam, almost for sure. These counter are doing quite a bit. This Lick is also doing quite a bit to Licky Licky. Once it exits out of this matchup with energy, let's see. It ends up being Shadow Ball. And gonna look to win switch advantage. Let's see if this Licky Licky decides to shield to win switch. Does not. And then here comes Charizard. Oh, Giratina. Okay, all right. Gonna put gonna have to shield something eventually, right? Like these Dragon Breaths are certainly adding up. This Cresselia is like down a little bit on health. And expect the shield to come up on this Giratina. Maybe? It does, okay. And gonna look to land this Future Sight. I don't know if this will KO the Charizard. Or put it pretty close. It does not KO. I expect... Okay, the shield's gonna come up. Dragon Claw. I expect a few more Psycho Cuts and another Dragon Claw. Yeah. Gonna let this go. This is the perfect range for a Alolan Muck to farm. Oh, okay, here comes the Future Sight. Nope, not able to get it off because of the one turn move, but able to land a Snarl. Nice job. And then gonna super close race, but able to land the Dark Pulse onto this Giratina and take the match. Very nice. And he's just running through with this team. Obviously, if there was fire in the back, that would be pretty bad for this team. Okay, so this is going to be the true test to see how well this team actually does, because it's totally going to get going to go for the Future Sight. I expect the Flash Cannon to come through on this Registeel. Going to absorb it, and then I expect it immediately go into Excavalier. Oh, no. Just going to fight through this match. Actually doing quite a bit of damage to this Registeel. And then going to switch out into Excavalier. And then we're going to see it switch into a Alolan Muck. Very interesting counter swap. That Alolan Muck actually would have been really good for the Cresselia later on. So maybe he doesn't have a better option. Dark Pulse is going to do quite a bit. And then going to look to land. Going to have to shield. It's going to be very close. If it goes to the Mega Horn and gets shielded, then that's not going to be good. No shield. Let's see what comes in next. It's going to be Togekiss. Togekiss is going to be able to farm down. And then I expect the low... Oh, Cresselia. That makes sense. Cresselia makes more sense. I'm going to look to land this last charge move. And then if this gets shielded, then I switch into a Alolan Muck. Yeah, realizing that this Togekiss is not going to throw the charge move. I wouldn't shield this because the way you lose against Registeel, expect the switch out. And then... Oh, yeah, okay. Nice job. Okay. It's going to be super close. I don't know if this Alolan Muck can get to the charge move. Oh, no, it doesn't KO. Perfect. Wow, okay. Here comes the Sludge Wave. And this is going to KO Togekiss in winning a very close and contentious match. If that charge move went into, if that Sludge Wave would have went into Registeel, then it would have been over. But able to get the Dark Pulse into Registeel, and then Sludge Wave the Togekiss. Okay, all right. Interesting match. I think Licky might win this with the Body Slam. Let's see. It does. And then, or it could Shadow Ball, which is maybe what's going to happen. Oh, no, Body Slam. Probably going to be a Shadow Ball. No, we're going to be a Body Slam. I expect to switch out into Excavalier. Hoping that this is going to be just a Body Slam. Let's see if it's going to be a Shadow Ball or Body Slam. Ends up being just a Body Slam. And then we're going to go into Registeel. Wow, it's very confident that it doesn't have Drill Run. Here goes Mega Horn. These counters are certainly adding up. Let's see if a Shield does come up. A Shield does come up. And I expect, let's see if this Mega Horn is going to go unshielded. And then let's see if this is going to be a Flash Cannon or a Focus Blast. And it ends up being a Focus Blast. And then here comes Alolan Muck. Gonna look to land this Dark Pulse. And then gonna farm up a little bit. And then gonna be able to land this Flash Cannon, I presume. Gonna farm up a little bit more. I'm gonna guess it's Giratina in the back. Oh, it's Cresselia in the back. Oh, the tables have turned. The tables have turned. We're gonna see if he's gonna try to sack his Cresselia. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful. Let's expect this to be a Moonblast. And then the Cresselia is gonna have to expend energy if it wants to. There's no way you can farm down with Psycho Cut onto another Cresselia. There's no way. There's no way. Gonna get Future Sighted way before then. Already knows it. This Alolan Muck has energy, probably one Snarl away. And yeah, one Snarl away. And gonna win the CMB tie against Cresselia, and able to take that match home and win 10 in a row with this really new spicy team. This might be the most interesting, effective team that I've seen to date. So congratulations and thank you for the videos, J-Cho. If you guys want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.